Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Black Geek Energy. We are here with a very special guest. He is a legendary dungeon master whose words pulse with culture, history, and pure imagination. He's redefining what it means to tell stories at the table, focusing on Afrofuturism, Black folklore, and epic fantasy into unforgettable adventures. From leading groundbreaking campaigns like Marvel 1619 to creating the powerful Night Skins lineage, he's not just running games, he's changing the games. This is an event, this is a moment. Please welcome NeoSoulGod to the show. Yay!
Oh my
Yay!
Lord. Hey, you. Oh my goodness. What an introduction. That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I
Whoa.
mean, that's all you. That's all you.
I'll stop all that. I ain't nobody.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nigga,
Neo.
your
So,
introductions. Oh, sorry.
oh,
I
go
was
ahead,
gonna say
D'Marcus.
your introductions are becoming my favorite part of having
Oh my
guests.
God. Same. Absolutely. Absolute same. My goodness. My goodness.
D'Marcus, I think that this is going to be one of our better episodes because we have a lot to talk about, including why
Hmm.
I may be banned from my current D&D group coming up later. So
Okay.
stay tuned for that. But we have to begin this episode like we begin all of our episodes. Neo, how has your previous week been?
Oh, it's been as my old man would say, I'm falling down, getting up. It's doing all we doing all right. We making it. Things are getting better. Things are on an upswing. I'm creating more. I just feel that I've really understood what my purpose is right now, what I need to be focused on right now, the kind of content I need to be creating and writing and stuff. And I feel so much joy in my spirit as a result of it.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
great. I love it.
Um, let's go ahead and we can get to our weeks later because I think there's gonna be a
Wow.
no,
You
I think
always
there's
do
gonna
this
be
to
a
me.
long
Nope.
episode. I'm
I
not
was I
trying
was
to
excited to hear
I
about
had
your
an
week
I had an
though.
exciting weekend, but
okay.
there
Okay. Demarcus, tell me, how's your previous week been?
I only tell you about my weekend because I went to GalaxyCon here in San Jose. It's just like a
Mhm.
big anime convention. So me and my partner went. I cosplayed Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins.
Awesome.
She cosplayed Mitsuri from Demon Slayer. So yeah, it was dope. It was an all day thing, and I only got like the 1 day ticket, and I was like, that's enough. That's
Right.
enough. Yeah.
Wow, because like it's a lot of people, a lot of
It's a lot of
events, like
people, a lot of events, a lot of famous people were there. Like Mick Foley was there. If you watched wrestling
Wow.
back in the day, Jeremy
Wow.
Renner was there. And actually, I went out after the con. I was like at bars, and Jeremy Renner's just like sitting in a bar with like his hat low, and it's like, bro, I know it's you. I know what Hawkeye looks like. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah. And then I had like a metal prop, and like I had to sneak it in because
you're not supposed to
it's
take swords in.
not metal ones of a certain size. I think it's like it has to be like under a few feet to be
Mm.
yeah, but you know, I I I, I didn't have any other props and I feel like it really put my costume together and I never took it out the sheath. So, I followed most of the rules.
Love
Most
it.
of
Love it.
them.
We got
You,
there. We got there eventually. It's all good.
yeah, but you still should have been kicked out for being a rabble rouser.
Oh my goodness.
So was this your first con, Demarcus?
Oh no, I've been to the Emerald City Comic Con. I've been to like PAX Gaming Convention in Seattle. I've been to Furry Weekend in Atlanta. Yeah, I've been to a few cons.
Mm.
It's starting to become like a staple of my life now, though. Like I'm starting
Yeah.
to do it regularly.
So, how has this one compared to the other ones that you've been on?
Hmm. This one, it was I want to say weirder because
Okay.
Okay.
in that
Okay.
it's a little bit smaller, but still like a lot of people, and it's still like a lot of people like traveling from across the country. And I think it's just like a San Jose thing because it's like a big small city, and so you get a lot of like I don't want to say weirdos because I was there also dressed up in as an anime character, but you get a lot of people who are like they're dressed as like a furry, but it's like Deku as a furry, or Bakugo as
Wow.
a furry, or
Wow.
you know, like a lot of original characters, which I hadn't seen at a lot of different cons before. Yeah, and there was like a burlesque show, a cabaret. There was like a
Wow.
lot of 18 and up events that I had not really seen at cons before.
Nah, I've
There
never
was a
heard of
whole
that. I
yeah,
ain't
like
never heard of that before.
exactly. There was like a drag show. I was like, okay, this is
That's
dope.
kind of lit though.
Do you do
Okay.
cons, Neo?
Not I have not done a con before,
Mm.
but this coming year, I'm going to every con next year. I'm definitely going to Gen Con and PAX
Ooh.
Unplugged. I might even try to get to PAX Unplugged this year though.
Ooh.
I think what I wanted to work on for next year is just really building. Honestly, I just want to roll deep with black folk at these cons. I
Okay.
really do. At these gaming cons, I really just want to roll deep with a bunch of black folk.
Let's go.
And like that's really the goal, is to like build up I hate to say it like this, the entourage, and like pull up to these white spaces and really just show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Hmm.
really, really am looking forward to doing that. So I'm really just like in the trenches trying to get the crew together right now.
Oh, absolutely. And it's needed. It's needed because there's not a lot of us out there.
Absolutely.
Because I was trying to get footage or like photos for the podcast, and like I am chasing down black folks in the crowd, like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
hey, hey.
Oh, please, 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 let me get a picture. No, I get it. I understand.
Okay. Well, that sounds like fun. And I'm glad you're going to cons. I'm glad that's in your repertoire. I did see the followers on Instagram because so I know that you're out there doing something you're supposed to be doing.
I know that's right. I know that's
um
right.
Now, Neo, my week was boring. I didn't do much.
Oh,
I went and got a cookie slice. I had $5 off. I went and got a cookie slice. I got
hey,
one
that
for my
sounds
mom.
pretty eventful to me. I'm here for that.
Right.
I do love a good piece of a cookie, man. I do.
Was
That
it
was
was it
always
better?
my weakness. I don't really do sweets, but you throw a cookie in front of me or a brownie in front of me, I might act up. So
Oh,
Mm.
like
same.
it's
Same.
those specifically. I don't really like sweets though, but like those make me act up.
Have you had the
Um,
marshmallow cookies from Costco?
No.
Marshmallow
Stay away
cookies.
from it. Don't even
Oh,
forget I
okay.
mentioned
Don't do
it.
that. Don't do that. That's what you're telling me. You trying to
Don't
set me
do.
up.
I got a
You
whole
don't
box
are,
at home.
nah, you tripping. Nah, you try to get me set up.
Are they moon pies or
No, it's a cookie with marshmallows in it, and it's like crispy marshmallow. Like, but like
like
when you break
burnt?
open the cookie, no, not burnt, but like when you break open the cookie, like the marshmallow still gooey, like crispy on the outside, gooey marshmallow on the
Oh no, they
inside.
trying to set you up. No, that's dangerous. I can't do
Yeah,
that. No,
I'm
I'll eat
hooked.
a whole sleeve of them. No, I can't do that.
I'm hooked. Um,
Don't try to get me
Um,
to sugar. I can't do that.
okay. Uh, so Neo, let's go ahead and talk about some of the recent things that you have been doing.
Okay.
Let's start with Dagger Heart. If
Okay.
you don't know, Dagger Heart is the new tabletop role-playing game from the creators of Critical Role. Now, I just found out that Jeremy Crawford, who is the writer of Dungeons and Dragons for
Yeah.
this new 2024 version, he left Wizards of the Coast and is now working with uh what's it, Darrington Press over at
That's
Dagger
right.
Heart.
That's right.
So I'm like, so then that maybe perk up my ears a little bit more.
You try to get me in trouble because you know I got thoughts on this. You know I
oh,
do.
oh,
Yeah, I got
oh,
thoughts
and
on
I'm
this.
here for it. I'm here for
Yeah.
it. So tell me, because have you played it yet?
Have I played Dagger Heart? Yeah, it's lit. It really
Okay.
is. It's so
Okay.
serious, like for real. On God, it is like what I. So first of all, let me talk
Mhm.
about Dagger Heart real quick.
Please.
As someone who has always been very vocally, vocal about Critical Role, and not that I have disdain for the program or anything like that, but its lack of diversity was always going to be a frustrating thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like the thing that made me start watching Critical Role was I saw a clip of Mika Burton, LeVar Burton's daughter,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
on Critical Role. I was like, oh yeah, I'm locked in. I'll watch this. But I didn't know that she was just a guest character, a guest appearance, right? And then you have other people that come in and out and everything like that. And I've always been very vocal about that, about Critical Roles. Honestly, in my opinion, they're failures at having diversity on the main program, right? They've brought
Mm-hmm.
them in for like the side games and all this. You'll have brown people, black folk, you have everybody under the rainbow on the little
Mhm.
side shows or guest appearances, but the main cast was always all white.
Yeah.
And I was always vocal about that, right? What I have noticed in the past few years is a bigger push for diversity, equity, and inclusion in this program. And what I want to say about Critical Role, and this is why Dagger Heart is so heat, right? Because Jared already mentioned that Jeremy Crawford, who is the lead rules designer of Dungeons and
Mm.
Dragons 5th edition in 2024, right?
Okay.
So, and not just Jeremy Crawford, but Chris Perkins, the big boss
Mm-hmm.
of D&D 5th edition in
Mhm.
2024, they both left Wizards of the Coast within a month of
Mhm.
each other. Like within the same month, we're stepping down from their positions. And now they're both over saying that they were retiring. Let me stop being messy. I'm trying to stop being, I'm trying not to be messy about it, but saying that they were retiring, right?
Mhm.
Then we see the picture, everybody smiles in the Critical
Mhm.
Role cast saying that they're joining Darrington Press. And I'm just like,
That's the front
hey,
door.
look, I called it. That's all that's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm saying, like, I made videos about this, predicting that them both leaving at the same time or around the same time within a month of each other announcing their departure from Wizards of the Coast was something happening, right? Something was
Mm-hmm.
shaking, something was moving. And I was just thinking,
Mm-hmm.
so they probably are under not NDAs, they're probably under non-competes, maybe, those are
Mm-hmm.
things. But then I thought about it that uh non-competes might be, I don't think they're legal in some places now. So I was thinking that like we're there's gonna be like a year of nothing from them, and then they're gonna come out with
Mm-hmm.
their own game or something.
Yeah.
The next month and a half, not
Yeah.
even announcement, right? And so what I have learned about Daggerheart as a result, because again, like I've always had this mind for like, okay, I see where the industry is shifting and moving. Daggerheart is just fun. Like it, as someone who plays traditional role-playing games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is a Dungeons and Dragons content creator and TTRPG content creator, I see
Mm-hmm.
the trends. I see where things are moving. And the more that your your average person gets, or your like more people who aren't like hardcore nerds
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
are getting into Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons is an on-ramp for a lot of people now. Critical Role being that on-ramp.
Yeah.
Right? Critical Role, Dimension 20, their impact on the industry cannot be understated. That's just in general, right? Um, so in Critical Role is the industry leader, right? I'll never forget when I actually started making D&D content, when I started making TTRPG content as a whole, um, it was when I went to it full time or started going that direction, it was about 2020, 2021, something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Okay.
And I remember that year, whenever that fiscal year ended, they said that Critical Role made over $1 million on Twitch
An
alone.
episode. Yeah.
No, on Twitch alone.
Per episode?
No. I'm sure they might be doing those kind of numbers. They
Mm.
might be closing in on those numbers now. I don't know. But I know during that year on Twitch by itself, they pulled in that amount of money.
Yeah.
That's not counting YouTube. That's not counting merch sales. It's not counting sponsorships, all that other stuff. And then Vox Machina goes to Kickstarter, blows it out of the water, breaks records.
Yes.
Right. And a lot of people don't even know that Vox Machina is TTRPG related. They're just watching a show on Amazon that's animated by the same people that did Young Justice. Right? So think all these avenues are leading back to Critical Role. Right? And I see that happening. And I'm just sitting back and waiting because I'm like, okay, are they going to do the same things they've always done? Or are they going to make some shifts in the industry? Some shifts in the industry are happening because Dagger Heart is one of the easiest RPGs I picked up in a little bit. One of the easiest crunchy RPGs I picked up in a little bit. That's not me. That's not cap. That is just me actually stating like, this is as a game designer and someone who can disseminate crunchier materials and make them digestible. Like I specialize in teaching new players to play D&D and other RPGs. I specialize in it.
Okay.
Dagger Heart is going to shift the industry, y'all. Dagger Heart is going to change what is expected from game design to its people. And I'm hoping that we start seeing some real shifts because a lot more people are interested in playing independent games now. A lot more people are interested in seeing what else is out there other than Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yeah.
So I think Dagger Heart is going to do some serious stuff around here. I've played it, and when I played it, I had a wonderful time doing it. Like, I love a good collaborative story. When we work together to make something beautiful, that's what I'm all about. Dagger Heart gives the tools necessary to do that. Like, gives you the tools to make those things a reality.
Yeah.
That's all. That's my soapbox for them today.
Okay.
Yeah. I know that when we were creating a character on Dagger Heart, when we were just testing things out, you could see how it would focus more so on diversity than Dungeons and Dragons, where ogres, dumb, elves, magical, when Asimars, holy, tieflings, bad, those days, those archetypes were getting disrupted. But I still have not played this. I don't know, child.
Hey, look here. I think it's time. Like, I've been thinking about that for a little bit, right? Because I'm just like, I might need to grab some folk and we play this junk like for real. You know what I'm saying? I might like it's getting to that point because like I've been reviewing lots of games here lately. A lot of games have been thrown into my lap, and I've been reading and checking them out, and got some other cool things in the works that I can't really talk about right now. But I think because my main issue with role-playing games as a whole is that archetype, that archetype projected onto a people's or to a role or anything like that. I'll never forget this, Jared. When we were making characters in Dagger Heart, when we were testing the systems out, right? And you were talking about wizards, right?
Oh, that was going to be a topic today.
Do you remember? Yeah. Do we need to wait for that, or can we go ahead and go into it right now?
We can. Well, let's wait for that.
I don't want to derail. So anyway, I'll bring that back up when the time comes, right? But what I'll say that I'll bring that back home by saying, like, I think the Dagger Heart gives you focuses on vocation and the choice within that vocation than your typical you know what I'm saying? Like than like typical class does.
Okay.
Right. It gives you, and then it like the domain cards, we can talk about Dagger Heart mechanics and all that other good stuff later, but the choice is there without being paralyzing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have access to different things through the way that it is designed that can really give you the tools to make something unique. Right. And I'm sure there's going to be those people out there that make the best DPS Dagger Heart build. There's always going to be somebody like that. Right.
Right.
But I think this game specifically focuses on, okay, who are you? Not what can you do? Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And you're really speaking my language here, because I think like in D&D, whenever I build characters or most role-playing games, I want to make a character that's like fun to role play. Like I want to make them have like this character development. They're not good at things in the beginning. They get good at things, or maybe they like switch the things that they're trying to do somewhere in the middle. And a lot of what you're talking about, like just sort of being pigeonholed to your class or to your choices in the beginning, is what I run into a lot. And I want like, I want a fighter that can like blink across the field or something.
Yeah. I mean, and again, super valid, right?
Yeah.
There's so many, and don't even get me started on the archetypes that aren't really talked about in D&D, right? Or don't function well mechanically because of things like action economy or, like mechanical restrictions. Like I have two favorite like character archetypes or play styles. Like if I'm building a character in an RPG, it's going to be one or two characters. Like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, like any type of RPG, I'm going to kind of lean into my favorite play styles, which is counter tanking.
Okay.
Right. Maybe not completely huge armor, big shields kind of guy, but someone who was focused on like parry counter. Like that is one of my favorite play styles.
Okay.
And I literally test RPGs to see if they can function with that type of play style. And if so, I know that there's something missing. You can't play that in D&D effectively. The action economy doesn't allow for that, right? So, and then the other one is true Spellblade, sword spell, Red Mage, Final Fantasy. Like that is the type of vibe that I want. I don't want to be a master swordsman, nor do I want to be an arc wizard or an arc mage.
Right.
I want the best of both worlds. I want to be able to maneuver in the combat and then shoot a spell from afar if I want to, right? Those are my two favorite ways to play. And because of how Dagger Heart is and how its lack of traditional action economy, you can do those things effectively. And I'm so here for it. I'm so here because I never get to play it like that specifically because of things like action economy and mechanics. But anyway.
And I know exactly what you're talking about. That sound, because the Spellblade is that like one of my favorites, Eldritch Knight.
Sure.
I always want to like shoot a spell, cut somebody, but the way D&D has it, it's like I often have to just like make the choice. Either
you're normally doing one or the other, right?
Yeah. And it's like,
and that's sometimes really unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like sometimes in the illusion of balance, right, is really what it comes down to. And of course, y'all know I am a game designer as well. Like, what I think about balance, like what is that really? What is balance? And it's like, some things can throw the course of what we consider balance out of whack. But why is that? Because we haven't expanded what that could be, right? Eldritch Knight falls behind because Fighter's entire build and design philosophy is smacking somebody over the head multiple times.
Exactly.
Like its whole deal is, okay, I smacked the guy 4 times. Action surge. I smack him 4 times again. Oh, we're level 20. Action surge again. And I smack him 4 more times. But the action economy for D&D does not allow for that because it doesn't like, okay, I want to use, can I use my one of my attacks to shoot a firebolt at him? Nah, that takes the whole action to do that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I understand that from the wizard's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But why does this guy, who is supposed to be the sword and spell kind of guy,
Yeah.
not able to do that as effectively? He's like, you would have to change how the design works because you've boxed yourself into what an action is, what an attack can do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like these, like what is happening is things are shifting into being a little bit more freeform to not restrict those moments. Because one of my favorite things about new players, right? And I've said that the reason why I love playing with new players and TTRPGs specifically is they aren't bound by that box of the rules.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And not that that's not, you know, we are playing games and there's an intrinsic thing about rules and games and stuff. And that's dope, right? You can have more fun when things are a little bit more structured, right? But I've had new players come to my tables and just say some outlandish stuff that probably wouldn't have come up if they were too busy. Okay, I have the spell that can do this, and I have the spell that can do that. Can I just use like magic to like, I don't know, like make the tree specifically fall on this dude? It's like, I don't know. Technically, no, but I'm gonna let you cook for a second. Like, what do you mean? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I love those moments, and that's what this should be about, right? Or am I tripping?
No, you're not. You're not tripping at all.
So,
One of my favorite, and it was disappointing. I have a moment just like that where I was DMing. It was a brand new player, and she's like, "Oh, I want to like jump on this guy and like choke him out and like drag him to the ground." And I was like, "That sounds dope. It's going to take you 3 turns to do that. First, you have to go over to him, then you have to grab him, then you have to put him on the ground." And it was just, I just saw like the light drain from her. I'm
you
just
see
like,
what I'm saying? I cannot stand that moment. I hate that.
yeah,
That's not what this should be about, right? And again, like some things can't work with rules, right? I understand that. That's not, rules aren't the problem. But I think when the rules restrict creativity, then we got to go back to the drawing board and do something else.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's how I feel about
it. Yeah, and we got to get back into that because
oh my god, I will. Yeah, absolutely. I done derailed. Please continue. Let's do it.
And that will be a huge topic of discussion later in this show. The rules. But now we need to just go into our put you on segment. Neo, this is a segment where we put people on to something. It could be a role-playing game, a TV show, a movie, a book, a comic, a restaurant, anything that you want to put people onto.
Okay.
And this segment is sponsored by Movie Pass. D'Marcus, can you please tell them about Movie Pass where I see what I'm going to put them on to?
Absolutely. I can tell folks about Movie Pass. I love Movie Pass. I use it all the time. It is a subscription-based service that allows users to watch multiple movies in theaters a month for a monthly fee. And so it was designed to make movie going like more accessible, more affordable, just making it easier for like the average Joe, like me, you, Neo, to like just go to the movies or like on a Wednesday, Tuesday night, as opposed to, whatever sitting at home alone. And what I really love about it is that you're, instead of paying $15, $20 per movie ticket, you're paying Movie Pass, $10 or maybe that same price for a subscription. You get a certain number of points. You can use your points to see as many movies as you can stretch in that amount of time, or unlimited, depending on the tier of the plan that you buy. And it's super easy to use. And yeah, everybody go check it out.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do. You use Movie Pass once and you're already paid for the whole month. Okay. So Neo, is there anything that you want to put our listeners onto for this week?
Okay.
And if you need time, I can go.
Yeah. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay. Okay. I would like to put people onto this new comic called Don't Forget Your Briefcase. This comic is about a decorated war vet who is assigned to carry the briefcase of the president, and that has the nuclear codes. Well, the president gets assassinated,
Oh
and
wow.
uh, turns out that this other worker in the White House has brought his kid there, this little black child, and he also carries a briefcase because he wants to look smart in school. So their briefcases get mixed up. Well, lo and behold, I'm going to spoil the first issue for you. The person's mother, the black child's mother, who is a white lady, by the way, so that you're not confused. The black child's mother is a Russian spy. So right. So insanity ensues. This little black boy is, so confused. You have somebody come in and like he is asking all these questions, like, so who's my dad? Because you told me this, but now I'm seeing this. So I'm confused. I really love this. I love where it's going. So it's called Don't Forget Your Briefcase. It's coming out right now. DeMarcus, what about you? What do you have to put them on to?
I had so much fun at the con, so I'm gonna put people on to GalaxyCon specifically here in San Jose. They do it once a year. It is a great event, and I had the great opportunity to like dig through some like dollar comic boxes, and that's really the put you on that I want to like sell here. If you collect comics, if you read comics, if you like comics, uh, take the time, 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour it may take you to dig through all the dollar comic boxes that they have at like these different cons or these different like comic book pop-ups. And maybe even your local comic shop has like a dollar bin. Dig through it because you can find some great old stuff, you great new stuff. Like I found like a bunch of like old Power Man comics. I found like some old Black Panther stuff. And this is like golden age comic stuff. And I'm getting these comics for like $1. You go look up the resale value, they're like, $8, $20, $50 a comic. Dollar bins are where it's at.
When they were made by white men.
Hey.
Okay, Nia. Okay, Nia, are you ready to put our listeners on to something?
I am. I would like to put our listeners onto two things. First of all, the Dagger Heart RPG for sure, since I've been talking about it, right?
Yeah.
But I also want to put people on to, if you haven't, try yourself an RPG, a role-playing game. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. What else? What is that game? Octopath Traveler 2. Like play yourself a role-playing game. I'm a huge fan of JRPGs specifically, but play an RPG. I think like get lost in a role-playing game.
What is JRPG
versus? Okay, so a JRPG was just a Japanese role-playing game. Like your Final Fantasies, your Octopath Travelers, your Bravely Defaults, Chrono Trigger. And your RPGs are normally, is the general term for it, but normally in those you'll see your more Western themed stuff. Your Skyrims, Mass Effect. Yeah, absolutely. Dragon Age, another one as well, right? Just lose yourself in an RPG for a little bit. They're longer games, but I don't know. It's just when you finish one, it's just such an enriching experience to get through a story. Normally, you fight God in it anyway, or the government. So.
Yeah. Now, I know that me and D'Marcus are playing Claire Obscure, and I just kind of stopped because I wasn't really feeling the story after act because I made it through Act One.
Sure.
It just seemed very European to me. I could
It
not
is.
relate.
It is. It
Mm.
is. It very much is. And I think that's honestly think that's why it's so popular. But because I played Metaphor Ray Fantasia last year. That game came out of nowhere. I didn't hear about it, and it's like very, very much. It's if the Persona games were fantasy, right?
Mhm.
Best way I can describe it. Fantastic game, and it wins awards. It gets the fanfare because people just love Persona,
Mhm.
right? But then Claire Obscure Expedition 33 comes out, and it's practically the same game, right? But more involved, more action based. But everyone's losing their mind over it because it's
Yeah.
the same thing that JRPGs have been doing forever. They've been
Yes.
making that game. They've been making that exact same game, but because it's
Legend
got
of
white folk in it.
Dragoon.
Yeah, Legend of Dragoon.
Mm.
Yeah,
The exact same.
Legend of Dragoon. Sea of Stars. Fantastic game. My
Mhm.
God, that game is so good. Super Mario RPG. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been making those more action-based, turn-based RPGs, right?
Mhm.
But it was those same people that are praising Claire Obscure that said the turn-based is dead.
Mm.
If it's a turn-based game, it's not good, right?
Oh.
It's the same. I think it's the same people that were making that kind of noise that like Expedition 33 because it's got a bunch of white folk in it. I said what I said.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I did know that you are
Mm-hmm.
playing or you started playing South of Midnight. And how's that going?
Oh
Because I
my
need to get
God.
into that one.
I finished it in 3 sittings.
Oh.
Yeah. I finished that on stream. What a healing experience.
Mm.
Like not even
Mm.
joking. Like I'm from Tennessee, I'm from the South, the deep
Yeah.
South. Um, and it spoke to such a part of me that needed healing,
Yeah.
y'all.
Mhm.
It is so fantastic. And because of it, I've already started writing 5 subclasses for D&D because of it. Like
Mm.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it inspired me in a way that I have not been inspired in a little bit. The game was phenomenal. The voice acting, tremendous. The
Mm-hmm.
story, I couldn't like the only reason I stopped is because I was like, okay, I've been streaming for 5 hours. I gotta come down. Right. Um, I have other things to do.
Right.
Mhm.
but no, South of Midnight was such a beautiful experience. And it's like a lot of times when I finish a game, I'm just like, that was fun.
Yeah.
But for that one, there's only been a few games that I finished, and I was just like,
Yeah.
like there's only been like a handful of games that have happened to me like that. Those games are South of Midnight, The Unfinished Swan, amazing indie game,
Okay.
and I can't think of the other ones right now. But those are the
Mm.
two that come to mind immediately. South of Midnight, like when I finished it, when the credits were rolling, all I could do was just reflect on the experience that I had,
Mhm.
right? Please play it,
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah.
Please play South of Midnight.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
need to play it before my Xbox pass runs out because I did
Mm-hmm.
get it for Claire Obscure and I just canceled it because I wasn't playing that game. It like went
Sure.
over for a
Mm.
whole month, but I do need to play South of Midnight
Go
while
ahead
I still have that.
and it's like 10 hours
Yeah.
max. Like it's
Oh.
10 hours. It's maybe shorter than that, but like I think I'm clocking like 10 hours, 15 maybe if you're
Oh.
completionist. But no, it was a good, and its pacing is so that like I never felt bored or um tired.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
and also to speak of South of Midnight specifically, um, a family friend of mine sings on the soundtrack.
Shut the front
Right?
door.
Yeah. So Craig Robinson, shout out to you. I know you probably. I'm gonna send you this clip later, but he sings One of the boss fight soundtracks and one of a and like the villain theme kind of thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like, and it's just it's amazing to see because he's from here, he's from Nashville.
Mhm.
Like he made me want to start performing. He when I was coming up, um, he was going on and doing the like the cruises, singing on the cruises and everything like that. And
Okay.
like I was still in school. I went to performing arts school. I was still dancing full time at the time and made me want to start performing and acting and doing all the things that I do and laid the foundation for me to do what I do now.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So got to give him thanks for that and to see him still doing his thing, being on this game that spoke to me so much. Um, just
Okay.
what an amazing experience from top to bottom.
Nice. Bless you, Jared.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Over there, I got the hay fever.
I know, child. I know, child. And they said that South of Midnight has some moments that are some tear jerkers. So
Oh yeah, it
yeah, I
does.
do
It does.
need
It's
to
powerful. It's
yeah, I
powerful.
do need to get into it. All right, Demarcus, do you have an activity for us today?
I always have an activity for us. And for those joining us for the first time, the way activities work in games work here on BGE is DeMarcus comes up with the activities, he comes up with the games, the answers, the questions. He decides the winners, the losers, who's right, who's wrong. I am the judge, jury, and executioner of all
Mm,
activities on Black Geek Energy.
mm.
Um,
And these are
and
made to embarrass me. Power
absolutely not.
Man did not have a
Absolutely
Oh
not.
logo.
wow.
Um,
Absolutely
yeah.
not.
Okay.
These are made so that we all can learn, so that our audience can enjoy their learning experience. And if you know anything about like learning experience design, learning sticks best when you bundle it with some sort of activity.
Oh my
That's
Um,
true.
goodness.
so today's game is going to be a version or a rendition of one of your favorites. It's a version of Give Me a List,
Oh,
but now it's going to
oh,
be competitive.
Ooh.
Um, and so the way it works is I am going to give you a category of things. In this case, the game is going to be called Power Play, and we're going to be talking about heroes with specific power sets in the Marvel universe. Both of you play Marvel 1619, so
That's right.
I expect some kind of a little bit of familiarity at least.
oh, goodness
Uh,
gracious.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be super easy. And if nothing else, we'll all learn a lot.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
So the way it's gonna work, I'm going to say a category of power. So something like name me 5 people who have telekinesis, and
Okay.
then I will start a timer. Whoever's turn it is, they will name their 5 people. You get the 5 points. You get the points when you name all the people, and we'll move to the next round. Sounds
Okay.
simple enough.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Great, great, great. All right. I need both of you to choose a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Okay.
Let me take 9, please.
The number was 6. So, Jared,
Mm.
you're going first. All right. Are you prepared? Do you feel ready? Need a deep breath?
No, this is stressful, but okay.
All right. We're going to start out super easy. Jared, you're
Mm-hmm.
going to have 30 seconds,
Mm.
and I'm stalling a little bit here because after I say the power, I'm going to start the timer. So I
Okay.
want you to be fully prepared. You're going to have 30 seconds to name me 5 people with flight powers.
Flight. Okay. Jean Grey, Storm. I can't think of nobody who flies. Iron Man. Who was like Sentry and who else flies Door?
Okay, okay.
All right.
That was quick.
All right. That was good. That was
You didn't even
good.
need the whole 30 seconds.
That was
That was
good.
great. And all of those check out. They all can fly in some capacity. Very easy. Jean Grey, Storm, Iron Man, Sentry. And I was trying to take notes, but I write slow. I type slower than you talk.
Okay.
But
Oh goodness.
Great.
So you must not have had typing class in school. Well, let me not say that. Encourage me.
I had the Mavis Beacon disc.
I had typing tutor, but they got rid of it like while I was in school. So I was like, okay, great, don't need it no more.
Mm,
All right, Neo, it's your
Mhm.
turn. Same
Okay.
deal. You're gonna have 30 seconds
hmm
to name me 5 people with super strength.
Super Strength, the Incredible Hulk, the Abomination, the Rhino. I'll also do Spider-Man.
Mm.
And I will bring it home with, why am I blanking? Power Man. Luke Cage.
Oh,
Luke Cage,
let's
yeah.
go. Okay. Great.
I would have
Well,
never said those people.
easy. The Abomination threw me off, but then like after
hmm
you had said Hulk first, I was like, okay, he's got a through line here.
Yeah. They
hmm
hit me at the same time. So
Perfect. And all of those check out. All right, we're moving on to the next round. So far, we're tied up 5 points apiece. It's going to get harder. You're going to have less time.
Oh,
So
God.
now you only have 20 seconds.
okay.
Oh, no.
Okay. Lord. I can feel it already.
I know this gets
I can feel the
stressful.
stress already.
This gets stressful.
26, but you have to name less people. You only have to name
Okay.
4 people this time.
All
Okay.
right. DeMarcus.
And we'll throw in, you cannot name people that you've already said.
Oh Lord. I used Spider-Man too early on.
So we can go back over some of these. Jared, you said Jean Grey. You said Storm. You said Iron Man. You said the Sentry, and
Door.
Thor for flight powers. All right, Neo. You said the Hulk. You said Abomination. You said let me see. What was the? You said Spider Man, Power Man, and I just had the R here. Rhino.
Yeah, the Rhino.
Yep, Rhino. Okay,
And I
great.
use the 5 top Marvel people in
Yeah.
mind. God. Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
great.
Come
So,
on.
Jared, back to your turn.
Mm-hmm.
You have 20 seconds
Mm.
to name me 4 people who have energy blast powers.
Okay. 4. Oh, Blue Marvel.
Damn
Can't say store, can't say Thor. I don't know. Energy Blast? I should know this. Magneto, a Cyclops, I don't.
Oh, time is up. Time is up.
That is stressful.
Time is up.
Was that 4? That was 4,
That
right?
was three. That was
Oh, that
three.
was 3. Okay.
You said Blue Marvel. You said Magneto, which is I don't know.
He can shoot energy. You did specify the energy. He can shoot
Sure.
magnetism. He can
Magnetism
shout
is energy.
magnetism.
It's that was on the line, but I will
No,
allow it.
no,
I will
no.
allow it because I've seen the interviews where the writers like constantly misrepresent Magneto's powers, like
Well,
every person who handles them. But
all
Cyclops was
right.
right there, and I was like, I was wondering why it took you so long to say Cyclops.
Okay.
Great, but still great. You got 3 out of the 4. Great job, 75%. C's get degrees.
That's
Oh
what I'm.
God.
Hey, I know that's right. I know that's right.
I can't think of no X-Men or no nothing. Oh my God.
Neo,
Hmm.
back to your turn. You will have 20 seconds to name me 4 people with healing powers.
Okay, Wolverine.
Mm.
I'm also going to say Deadpool.
Mm.
Oh, God, I am healing powers. Oh my God. Um, yeah, I can't think of anybody. I'm drawing a
Ah,
blank. Yeah, I'm drawing a
yeah.
blank on healing.
See, yeah, and I did mention it would get harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, less
Because I was
people.
like, I was thinking like healing others too, or just themselves. Like it didn't really.
He didn't
And
specify.
Yeah, I
I
was
did
going
not
back and forth
specify.
between. I was going back and forth between the two. So it was like I probably could have just done them both.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely could have. In my head, I was thinking heal others, but you said Wolverine and Deadpool. I was like, that definitely works. They heal themselves. That is a healing power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
See, I
makes
was I was stuck.
complete
I was stuck
sense.
on healing themselves, right? And
Yeah.
then I was like, oh, heal other people. I
Yeah.
couldn't.
It
There's an X-Men named Triage that can heal people.
triage,
Mhm.
elixir, angel,
Yeah, I was gonna say Angel
X-23.
too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
See, I was thinking
Yeah,
like 6 people for your thing.
Yeah,
See, it's
and
I
only.
had so many for yours because I was like, no Captain Marvel, like
right.
Oh my God.
no
No
Doctor
Bishop?
Strange, no
No
Bishop,
Doctor.
like.
The
Like,
one
like
black
kick
man.
me off. Yeah. Kick me off the show.
Oh my
But it's easy.
goodness.
It's easy when you're not in the hot seat. When you're not in the hot
That's
seat, you're
right.
just like,
That's
oh
right.
yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my God.
All right. Okay, Jerry,
Okay.
you're a little bit ahead. You have one more point than Neo right now, and we'll
I
go
gotta
over the
bring it up.
previous answers before we move to this last round.
Oh
Uh,
no.
so, Jerry, you said Blue Marvel, Magneto,
Okay.
Cyclops for heroes with energy blast or people with
Okay.
energy blast. They don't have to be a hero. Um, Neo, you said Wolverine and Deadpool for people with healing powers. And it gives you an advantage because now you have more names to pick from.
Oh
That is true.
God.
All right. In this final round, you only need to name 3 people.
Okay.
You also only have 15 seconds.
All
Oh my
right.
god.
Bastard. You bastard.
And Jared, we're back to you.
Okay.
Name me 3 people with teleportation powers.
Nightcrawler, um, cloak, and the little aboriginal guy who spins the thing. I can't think. Nightshade.
Mm.
Did I get it? Did I get in
I
there?
won't count that as a buzzer beater because it was right there. Um, because the person you were describing is not called Nightshade.
Yeah, he's not called Nightshade. And now you think that Nightshade is Marvel.
But it doesn't. I did not even specify.
Oh,
I said y'all play Marvel 1619, so I figured y'all would be familiar with people with these powered people, but I did not say they
Oh,
had to
had
be
to. Oh yeah, I could have been. I could
Marvel.
have been all over the place then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Neo.
Yeah.
a whole new realm of superheroes just opened up for you.
Yeah. It
And
did.
you can name me 4 and tie the game up, and I'll come up
Okay.
with an extra category for us to do
Let
a
me see if I
tie.
can do it. Let me see if I can do it.
You still only have 15 seconds.
Hmm.
Only 3 people. So Neo, name me 3 people with weather control / elemental powers.
Um, Femthor. Weather control. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Shazam.
Okay.
Mm.
Black Adam, and
Ooh.
oh my god, oh my god, another
That is the
that's
time.
time. Dang, dude, dang. Ah,
You said Femthor?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Uh,
I
I
didn't
will
know if I
say
could say Thor again, so I was
Lady
saying
Lady Thor is a
Lady
different
Thor.
hero than Femthor, and I will accept it. I will accept
Oh, okay, okay.
it. All right. That is the end of our game, and that puts us at Jared. You have 1 more point.
Well done.
Well
Wow.
done.
Wow. Okay.
um,
All right, Neo,
but yeah,
back
that was
to
great.
you. That was great.
That was
Very
fun. Thank
stressful.
you.
Extremely
Yeah,
stressful.
extremely, extremely.
All right, Neo, back to you. Talking about these superheroes, we had such an amazing group of people.
Yeah,
Like,
really did.
how do you find such amazing people to work together? Like, is there a certain formula that you look for? Is there a certain like like I don't know. How do you find such good people who don't know each other to come together and work so well together?
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. You in reference to 1619, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And like other things that I've done. I'm gonna be honest, like I have always been a person that has been able to draw people.
Mm.
That is definitely, if there's a spiritual gift that I have, it is definitely that one, to draw people to me. And sometimes I draw people to me that are just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. And I'm very lucky for that. Um, some of the people that I've met over these past few years of content creation and running my business are just truly some of the best folks,
Mm.
right? Not even just good people, but um, their spirit is so wonderful. And the things that they bring to the table, the way they move through this world, the way they navigate life, why wouldn't I want to play games with them?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And it's just like so many people, like, and I've even met like someone who's literally probably my own blood cousin.
Mm.
You remember Sunny from
Mm-hmm.
1619? Like we just met randomly. Come to find out,
Mm.
she got people from down here. You know, oh yeah, so we
Mhm.
actually probably cousins though. Like, because
Mhm.
so like I honestly just this is where I'm gonna get a little woo woo. Um, I feel spiritually led to certain people,
Mhm.
right? And for whatever reason, I was blessed with this platform, and I just want everybody to eat. Like
Yeah.
paid in full, everybody eats has been
Mhm.
something I've had in my lexicon since I was a little boy. Uh, and I just want everyone else to. I want to uplift others. I think that's what community is, and sometimes when telling stories, having a good time, when we're able to put the other stuff away for just a minute and bask in the spirit of play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is when Black folk don't have to worry about their safety for a moment
Mhm.
or being the best in the room
Mhm.
to get half recognition. We do some of the most beautiful stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I've learned doing um 1619 is that like the story that we tell, Marvel couldn't write.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? They couldn't do it. They don't have the capacity to be able to do that. For us to immediately come in with barely knowing each other and us feel like siblings, old
Yeah.
friends.
Mhm.
That don't happen to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm such an advocate for the blackness in these spaces because there's nothing else like it. You can't can that. You can't write it. You can't um you can't fabricate that. It just is real.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
got
think I
a.
do it. I don't think I do a damn thing. If I'm being honest, I don't think I
Oh.
do a damn thing. I think that it's meant to be.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. I got a follow up for you. You said you talked about this gift of like have being able to draw people to you or people just being drawn to you,
Yeah.
and being able to play games with these people. Do you feel like you sometimes get people drawn to you? You play games with them, and the games reveals who they really are. And you're like, yeah, didn't see that at first, but this person who you are in this game, I don't know, and maybe it doesn't turn you off of the person, but maybe it makes you look at them differently.
Absolutely, it has. I think that again, some people don't understand the spirit of play
Mm-hmm.
and how necessary It truly is. And when I say spirit of play, what I'm talking about is like actually turning off the brain, having a good time. When was the last time in your adulthood
Mm-hmm.
that you were able to just say, man, I had fun.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I had, like, I feel childlike wonder without outside influences, whether that, I don't need to go into it.
Yeah.
Like, when was the last time you were just able to sit down and say, huh, I'm having fun? Whoa. It kind of takes you off guard, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I'm having fun. I'm not just like, I remember the first time I had that moment in my adulthood. I was playing Destiny, the Taken
Mm.
King, right? And I played Destiny before the Taken King happened. And I hated it. Wasn't a huge fan. I was like, because I fell into the trap of like, I have to maximize, and I gotta play with the meta, and I gotta, do all these
Mm.
things. I gotta best in slot, not just have fun. But there was
Right.
a moment I was playing the Taken King, and I was playing Warlock, and I unlocked the lightning powers of Taken King. I don't remember what the subclass was called or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
and you activate the powers and a lightning bolt strikes you. And Shazam is my favorite superhero besides Spider-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the
Yep.
lightning bolt hits you and you float around and you just zap people with lightning. And it's like, oh, that was cool. And it's like, oh, I get to do it again. And it's like immediately, and it's like I'm laughing like I'm
Mm-hmm.
laughing and just having fun. I was like, oh my God, I'm having
Mm-hmm.
fun. I'm not thinking about the best build or the
Yeah.
best options or the best guns. I'm having fun. And I have been trying to capture that moment
Mm-hmm.
in everything.
Yeah.
If I'm not having fun in something, I don't I don't really mess with it. Like if I'm not
Yeah.
having fun in a game, I will
Yeah.
leave it alone.
Yeah. Absolutely.
so
As you should.
so like being able to do that, I want other people to experience that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I really had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that was fun. Can we do it again? That's what I think that this should be about. That's what I think my work truly is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of changing the conversation.
Mhm.
We had an amazing conversation a while ago on your stream about wizards. And
Yeah, okay.
DeMarcus, let me just let you know how I feel, what the conversation was, because we were talking about flavoring spells. If
Mm-hmm.
you
Yep.
are, doing a fireball spell, you may um like, when I do a magic missile,
Mm-hmm.
they always appear as like a different tail fox. Like at level 1 it's a one tail, level 2 is a two tail, and they kind of grow up as they begin firing at the person. Because that's where my person came from. He was a sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, when wizards, because when wizards get a spell, how they gonna flavor their spells when they learned how to do it in school? And I was like, I don't want to take the fun away from anybody, but wizards canonically in D&D cannot flavor spells if that's not what the school taught them. And schools are regulated by the government, they have
Mm-hmm.
meetings, they
Mm-hmm.
blah blah blah, and shit boom bam. So I'm like, how, as a dungeon master, how can we make sure everybody's having fun, but also staying within the canonical rules of D&D. So that's what the conversation was.
Mm-hmm.
Because me, I think that wizards are the colonizers of magic.
Wow.
And
I just wanted to cast a spell, bro. I just wanted to be
well,
able to cast a spell.
well, you
I have
stole
a
it from the
perspective.
druids. You saw.
I have a,
Oh my God.
I have a perspective to
Okay.
add to this conversation. And Neo, you can, let me know if you share it, if it's on board, if it's on brand. So like anything else you learn in school, you learn they teach you math, they teach you how to write, they teach you, how to sing or whatever. But you add your own, no one writes the same as anyone else. No one does their math the same. Some people use scratch paper, some people do it all in their head, some people count on their fingers and toes. So the same way you learn a formula, but yet you do the process different, wizards can flavor their spells in that way. It's because, I know the formula, but I do the formula top to bottom, and this guy does it left to right. So my spell looks different because of the way I process the information and the way I wrote down my spells. And then there's the added thing in D&D where like every wizard encodes their spells a different way.
Right.
There's
the different school of
right
magic.
there. Or just like they
could cipher their spell books.
Yeah. So like all of that is where the flavor comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And who says that even though they're casting magic through this formulaic process, that their personality or their experiences don't find their way into the magic? Because as much as wizards, try to make magic like mathematical, it is still sort of like an innate spiritual, arcane, more woo-woo type of
absolutely. So my thoughts on this are very specific. Right. Because I remember this conversation. I think of it often, actually. I think that wizardry in the way that it is presented by Dungeons and Dragons is very much in the realm of it seems to be presented in a way that is worshiping academia. Right. And I have my issues with that for many reasons. But I think what I think wizardry should be, in the way that I've played Wizards, is that it is significantly more, because you still have to have the gift of magic. You still have to be able to cast spells and feel the weave or whatever the esoteric magic comes from should be. And I think that if that was projected onto what that archetype is, it's wrong. I don't think that I think there's a place for that, but I think that how people play wizard is their understanding of what they believe academia to be and how it should be presented. And that lens is always done through the white lens. I went to an HBCU.
Oh, which one?
The Tennessee State University, the land of golden sunshine, home of the Grammy award-winning aristocrat of bands down here in the beautiful Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. The land of golden sunshine. Yes, indeed. Yes.
We went to
Hampton.
Yes, sir. The standards of excellence.
The standard.
Black excellence all throughout here. You hear me?
Okay. We just derailed.
No, it's all right. So, but Black academia, follows the trend of what it is supposed to be. Because, like, I'll never forget, I had a geography professor my freshman or sophomore year that said that university as a word, when broken down, is one thought, one singular thought or something like that, right? And the reason why we do this is so that everyone falls in line with what society believes we should be. That's why we study the sciences and stuff. And even then we do it from the Greek perspective, right? Who did they learn from, though? Let me move on. Anyway, let me move on. But the point that I'm trying to make is that my experience at an HBCU is going to be so different from a PWI experience.
Thankfully.
And yes, absolutely. Like for real. So, but because of that, we have a different perspective of what academia can be, because like you said, DeMarcus,
Mm-hmm.
I learned to write in primary school, in elementary school.
Right.
My handwriting is beautiful. Like I learned to, because my writing also has calligraphy in it, because I started learning calligraphy in middle school.
Okay.
So I combined those two things, and that's how I get my written script.
Yep.
Right. And I think that wizards are portrayed in a way that combines academia with elitism that is not intrinsic to academia.
Mm-hmm.
That's they stuff. But like, higher education shouldn't be about being elite. And I think that when we talk about the way I would want to be a wizard, like, I have been trying to understand the deeper secrets of magic in the universe. And this spell book here is all of my knowledge that I have gained over the several years that I've been practicing, from the moment that I whispered my first spell accidentally and set the kitchen on fire. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it still should be that innate gift. But I think the difference between a wizard and a sorcerer is that not the innate magic part of it, even though that's what they put so much stock into. It's how it presents. Because a wizard follows the rules of magic, the formulae of magic. The sorcerer can manipulate them, though, can change how they work in real time. That's what makes their gift so unique. And so when I'm thinking about flavoring spells, right, and how a sorcerer would flavor their spells versus a wizard, my brain expects, like, the spell to work the same every time, right? Because, but I think a lot of people also project the scientific method into it, and also project mathematical formulae into it, and all that kind of stuff. Like, I would, like, when Gale Decarius casts spells in Baldur's Gate, he tuts. Right? That makes sense to me because of it's rigid, it's stiff, right? Like, that's beautiful flavor. Yeah. Is that not flavor? You know,
and
what I'm
that's
saying?
something that everybody in his school can learn.
Yes. Yeah. Is so you can create what the flavor is of your formulae, right? Whereas the sorcerer casting that same spell just literally reaches out and prepares it, like literally grabs it from nowhere. And like, is that not flavor?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's literally commanding, like, literally when they cast Firebolt, literally grabs it from nowhere and creates a flame, right? That's so cool. Like, that's so amazing. That's what this game should be. Is how do you interpret that? Because we like, going back to that same lesson of being at school, I learned the scientific method. Y'all learned the scientific method. The scientific method is not for you. It's not for you specifically. It's so that someone else can recreate what you have done. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yeah.
So I think that that's what this should be about. And if I was to write a wizard, that's a wizard and a sorcerer, and the differences between the two. That's how I would present that information. That's how I would disseminate that information.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, "Oh, this guy went to school. That guy's Sasuke Uchiha. That guy's Rock Lee." That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And I love that. Like, even like hearing you describe it, just like sends tingles through my body. Like, ew.
Told you this was going to be a good guess. Okay. The wait is over. There's one thing that I did not mention when I was talking about how my week was, and that was me getting almost banned. Well, I don't know yet, from my D&D group. So let me tell you the story, and I think that this is a good topic for this, because we've been talking a lot about the rules and having fun for everybody. And I realized that having fun for me is at least knowing what those rules are. Let me explain. So
Does
I
your fun
play,
infringe on other people's fun, Jared? Is that where the story's about to go?
just wait on it. So I'm playing this game. This is with brand new D&D people. I have been playing for over 10 years.
Sure.
I actually started playing with D'Marcus. And you didn't know that?
I did know that. I was like, yes, yes.
Oh,
I was remembering. I'm flashing back to the times we played D&D together.
oh, I'm gonna say, oh, that's interesting.
Good times.
Okay, so I started playing with D'Marcus so long ago. So I have the old book and the new book. And I'm playing this game where it's a lot of mods on it. Oh, homebrew. Homebrew. There's a lot of homebrew stuff going on. So all of my things are not out the window, but I did have a conversation with them. Like, are we following the basic rules? They were like, oh yeah, of course, most definitely. That's not going on. So okay. So a lot of the times when I have questions, because I know how annoying I can be, I'll wait till after the session and I actually write them all down. And I'm like, I have some questions.
That's annoying.
But I have some questions like, how did blah 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 do da blah da blah da? Because like, I also came in the game late. I was added on. So I'm just like, people have items, people have different homebrew things on their character. So this one time, our last game on Thursday, the wizard, he actually did something where he conjured up. Now he has some other things where he uses an item where he can summon beasts, but I didn't know if he was summoning this house because he summoned a house from an item or a spell. They mentioned that it was a spell. I was like, oh, what spell is this? And they said Leonie's tiny hut. So I'm like, this, this is not a hut. This is a house with a fireplace. It has an upstairs and a downstairs, a den, a living room, a kitchen, multiple bed. I'm like, wait, this can't be Leonie's tiny hut because it's 10 feet. But then, no, these are black people. These are black people. So the DM actually rage quit. He got tired of it, all the questions. I'm like, I'm just trying to understand what's going on. I asked the question and it was answered, so we can continue moving forward. No, he was like, I'm rage quitting. And then he put a message in the group like, and I will be talking to all of you just to see if you are to see where we are going in this game and if you're invited back. So what my question is, as a DM, when does verifying the rules, trying to figure out, when does that become annoying?
Okay. So let me do it like this, right? I'm gonna say it like this, right? Dungeons and Dragons is a very specific game, right? It has very specific rules that are laid out from beginning to end, right? For the most part, it does a pretty decent job of that, right? Specifically, fifth edition. Like the way fifth edition is written is so specific that classes are taught about how the fifth edition core rulebook is written, and of course, it still misses. It still has some errors here and there. You still have to write erratas, all that good stuff. But the way that it is specifically written, I think that when it comes to things like that, I don't think that you ever asking questions, if especially in good faith, should ever be a problem.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? If that questions for some people can be seen as a challenge. I don't see them that way. When I'm asked good faith questions, I'm gonna always respond positively. You You know what I'm saying? And I trust that you weren't bringing those questions up in bad faith. Like, Liam is Tiny Hut. I've done some creative things on it, like where I've had people that have had it to where like I had it to where they had it like sectioned off, like walls off in the you know what I'm saying? It's still the same size. It's a tiny hut, right? There are spells that give you mansions, right?
Yep.
More the guidance.
Yeah, exactly. But I've had them kind of spin me a tale of like, okay, I don't like it's a little kind of I don't like it that it's just a clear dome, right? Like, tell me what it looks like inside of here. It looks clear, obscured outside, but what does it look like in here? And that player specifically described a space that looked like their childhood Sunday school room, just this, this little shoebox room, right? And that was cute. That was cute. And that gave me and everybody at the table more inclination into that player's or that character's mind, right? And I think that's more valuable than what Tiny Hut said it was.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But also I set that expectation in session 0. You know what I'm saying? Like I would not bring somebody into that without setting that expectation. I don't know when that line is, but we all grown. I assume that you're not playing games with children, Jared. Like, we all grown. Like, why can't we just have that discussion? Hey, if that happened to me, if I got frustrated, it's like, hey, we can let's talk offline about this. Give me a second to move away from it. I'll come back to it. Hey, this is how this made me feel. I assume that you don't mean it that way, but that's how this made me feel. This made me feel some type of way. Blah blah blah. This and the third. I don't know. It's just like, unless they were bad faith questions, I don't think that you should respond like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, please, Jared.
Yeah, and they're not, but I have a lot like another time. This is an after session question. I was like, the wizard did a knock spell, and he was like, oh, when did you get this spell? So after session, I was like, how do you not know when the wizard got the knock spell when they are supposed to be getting all their spells from you? This DM did not even know, or this player did not even realize that wizards had to get their spells from scrolls. They cost money, they cost time, they cost all these resources. So we all learned something. I learned something about the group I was with. They learned something about that character. So I think it's like, I ask questions and it may seem like a challenge.
Sure. I think that takes maturity in DMing and everything, right? And also, I feel like a lot of times people are playing a little bit looser with the rules. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay.
Yeah.
That expectation needs to be set, right? Because I'm going to be honest, the most annoying thing is one of my most annoying things that I always will forget about unless I'm specifically making an effort to do so, is making sure the wizards getting some spells. But also, wizards learn spells every time they level up. They learn 2 every time they level up.
Yeah, from their class.
Yeah, so but honestly, that ain't enough. The wizard needs to have the wizard needs to have the utility belt of spells.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I have to make sure that, oh, you find this dusty old spell book somewhere, or you give them availability to buy scrolls, right?
Yeah.
You would know that if you read the wizard class. And I'm not trying to be no type of way about it, right? But that's on page 1 of the wizard class description,
right?
Yeah. And
in that big old block of text, it says like spell casting after cantrips. It's like spell book is right after that.
Yeah. And I was and I played the Mad Mage's Dungeon. So fun.
Sure. Yeah, that's a fun one.
And my DM was like, oh, here's a library. You have access the Queen's Mistress Library. for our wizard. So here you go. It is
he's not leaving.
No,
He's
exactly. We would be up there for days as he learns spells. So we'll be up there for days. Like, I'm
retiring this character. I'm retiring this character. I'm gonna leave. I'm leave. Y'all leave me here.
Exactly. So so I get they my DM knew this person had to have, there were some spells that could only be found in the dungeon, but they could be found easily through the spellcasters that were in the dungeon. They would drop their spell books.
Their books. Mm-hmm.
But we had to have a discussion.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Was this a newer DM? Like, has he not DM'd a lot of? Okay.
No.
Well,
okay. Yeah. I mean, that's what I understood. I didn't want to assume that, but I kind of gathered that. Mm-hmm. And again, for me, like, I used to make mistakes like that too.
Yeah.
Right. But I think what is such a good tool is grace. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. When that grace is extended, because you're not asking questions to challenge this person's knowledge, and if they see that lack of knowledge as a challenge, that's your stuff. Mm-hmm. Right? This could be an opportunity for everybody to learn something.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to if somebody approaches me for GM advice, the first thing I do is say, be willing to be wrong.
Yeah.
Like, be willing to be wrong. Be willing to learn, man. Like, like, I don't know where this culture, this concept of like the DM has to be the expert came from.
Right.
I don't know where that came from. I mean, I know a lot because I just read the stuff, right? Because I'm constantly going through the new material because I'm interested in that. The reason why I GM is because I enjoy doing it. Because I enjoy going through that and realizing and building encounters to affect you but most people ain't finna do that. That's okay.
Yeah.
So you do have a responsibility to know what's going on, but you don't have to be the walking encyclopedia of D&D to do this effectively.
Exactly.
But you got to do a little something. You got to do a little something, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And having that grace extended to your players, like, the first thing I would say when I was new was like, hey, y'all, I'm new to this, but sometimes I made decisions that weren't within the rules, but it got the story told, and people still had a good time, right?
That's what it's all about, having a good time.
Exactly. If that expectation is set, like, hey, like, I know the spell don't do that specifically, but I'm feeling it. You feeling it? Y'all feeling it? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like having grace for each other at the table should just be what it is. I'm a little disappointed in that DM, if I'm being real. Like, I don't know this person from Adam. I'm sure the first thing I would do is say, hey, it's okay. Say that's how you wanted to tell the story in that moment. It's like, well, yeah, I understand that. I understand where you're coming from. But I really thought that this moment needed something, and y'all, like, to sleep in this dungeon, if it's Dungeon of the Mad Mage, right? Like, to have a little moment of levity so we could role play and not be worried about, like, the crampedness of the tiny hut or whatever the case is. Like, sitting by the fireplace.
Exactly.
I'm here for, it's the aesthetic. Like, I'm quick to hit you with that. Like, I'm here for the vibe, the aesthetic. Like, like I'm quick to hit you with that. But setting expectations and letting people know that it's going to be that type of game sets people up for success. It just does.
And absolutely. I completely and I wasn't saying we can't do it like this, but I was saying, where did it come from? Because it's 8 of us.
Understand. That's a big table.
That's
ridiculous.
So we can't get a 10 by 10 nothing.
Yeah, you really can't. Like, that's ridiculous. Like,
exactly.
That's so many players. I can't talk because I've run a table for 8. But I didn't do that until I was at a decent level where I could handle that effectively.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very, very new. This is his first thing DMing. It's his first jumping into it. And we are all learning the 2.24 rules. So I'm always
Mm-hmm.
asking, how is this? Is this new 2024 rule? Because,
Sure.
they
Sure.
changed Twin
They
Spell.
did.
Yeah.
They changed
Did,
Twin Spell.
how they changed Twin?
Twin Spell only works if the spell can be upcasted to use another player. Like a whole person, if you upcast it to 3, it can go to another thing. Now you can twin spell it to go to a third thing instead of just like twin spell and fire beam to do like that. So I'm like,
Oh, that's sucky.
because I
Hold
didn't know
on,
that.
what?
Exactly.
Hold on. I literally opened the book. Hold on, give me a second. It's like, like
what I wanted to say
awful.
earlier about DMs. What I wanted to say earlier about DMing is I think I suffered from this a little bit when I started DMing. It's like, oh, I'm in control. This is my game. And it's and one thing I learned like in college is like this, the concept of like servant leadership. It's like you are not the owner. This is not your game. This is our game, and you are, making the sacrifice to do the heavy lifting of telling more of the story, knowing more of the rules, guiding us through this story. So you can't really approach it like, well, I said it's this way. So, and it definitely kind of seems like that's how he took your questions. Like you're challenging his world that he's created, as opposed to asking questions about the world that you all are building together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jared, this doesn't piss me off.
Piss me off.
This doesn't piss me off. All this is heightened spell from 3.5 edition. Why would they do this? When you cast a spell such as Charm Person that can be cast with a higher level spell slot to target an additional creature, you can spend 1 sorcery point to increase the spell's effective level by 1. That's trash. That's
trash.
Awful. Why would you do this?
Because at least if you do it, let me spend all my sorcery points to do all the people. But that'll make no sense, child. That'll make no sense. But yeah. So Neo, I say all that to say I may be free for Dungeons and Dragons. So if you have any openings on any table that you're at, put in a good word for me. Okay. All right. Is there any other questions that we just had to ask to Neo about DMing? Oh yeah, what do you? Because me and D'Marcus do a little DMing thing too.
Okay.
So are there any tips that you have for first time DMs?
Absolutely. Go with grace. Remember that you're playing a game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing I think that people forget. Thinking about the build, the best DPS build for level 3 clerics, or something like that. Best level 1 build, best Eldritch Blast build. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people put a lot of stock into the mechanics and not that you're playing a game.
Yeah.
Now, some people make their fun by doing that kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to yuck anyone's yum, or at least someone try not to. I'm not a min-maxer, and I tell min-maxers that they probably wouldn't have the best time at my table. Because we're here to tell a story and also beat up some bad guys, both at the same time. Remember that you're playing a game. Give yourself grace. Tell a story, but not just tell a story. Collectively tell a story. Give people the opportunity, empower the people at your table that have trusted you to lead them in this game.
Okay.
Opportunities to become their own storytellers so that you essentially pass that torch of storytelling to even a player. Because maybe they won't never GM. but they'll also be able to lead other people at the table in storytelling, even if they're not at the helm of it. Go with grace.
Good advice. Good advice. All right, Neo, you passed the interview segment. Now we're going to do the interview segment.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it. I can go for another 2 hours.
No. So I'm going to ask you 17 questions. Now, these are quick fire questions, and you can answer them just the question, but you know,
just the answer.
Just the answer. I don't know the difference between answer and question. So you can answer these questions with just the answer, but you know, we want to hear the full thing. So if you have any explanation, we thoroughly welcome it. All right, are you ready for the quick fire question?
Let's do it.
All right, number 1. What superpower would you have if you could have a superpower?
Gravity.
Ooh.
Yeah. Being able to control gravity controls everything. Time, light, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. Gravity.
Yeah, force of the universe. Okay. Professor X or Magneto? Whose side are you on?
Magneto for sure. Oh, easy day. 100%. It's like, it's not even like, sometimes you just got to get your hands dirty. That's sometimes what activism is. Getting out there and doing the work. And sometimes people don't understand unfortunately, people don't understand I'm trying to
don't do it. No, just say it. Say it with your chest.
Sometimes you gotta knock a motherfucker out, man. Like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Like
the disruption that activism sometimes calls for.
sometimes it's like that though. That's what they had to give. That's how they had to give him his own their own country. Yeah. Magneto for sure. Yeah. His brotherhood, not so much, but Magneto for sure.
Yeah. I literally hate Professor Xavier. He's the worst mutant ever. Okay. Who is the gayest Disney supervillain?
Oh my God. All of them are though, right? Can we agree on that? Can we at least agree on that part?
All of them.
Because keep going between hold on. I'm sorry, this is rapid fire, but Scar exists though. Right?
Yeah.
They are queer coded for a reason, and I have my issues with that. Different conversation, different day. We're here now.
Very different.
But Dr. Facilier is something else, right? Can we talk about that though?
We can.
So, okay, I can't decide between Scar and Dr. Facilier, and also Ursula is just in drag too. So I just in drag make up the whole movie, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna go with Scar because I think he actually does, like when he's singing his song, he does that prepare for sensational news. You know, it's like, oh, that mother. Yeah. So I'm gonna say Scar and Dr. Facilier are my top 2 for that.
Okay. Good answers. Who is your favorite Black playable character in video games?
Oh my God. Yo. What a fantastic question. My favorite playable Black character. I played a lot of games with some black playable characters in it though.
I love to hear that.
I
don't hear that enough.
Yeah, me neither.
Dang. Okay, so maybe it's just in the top because it's in the top of my head right now. But I am gonna say Hazel from South of Midnight.
Oh,
Baby girl was amazing.
Yeah,
she was something serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let me ask the side. That's a Canadian I was kind of hesitant to play that game because it's a Canadian
Studio.
studio making a game about the Louisiana Bayou. So is there any type of weirdness going on in there?
Not that I can see. They were very respectful. They
Okay.
were very, very respectful. But I because I was also on the fence about that.
Yeah.
Like any type of French adjacent anything, right? Canadian or otherwise, right? That would do something so southernly black. I'm hesitant, but I don't know who they had working with them on this project.
Yeah.
That's who deserves our praise. Whoever black was over there doing the work, reading the script, making sure that they got them some act right. That's who we need to be talking about. Somebody was in there doing the work.
And France give Haiti back their money. Okay. What is your favorite? What is your favorite class to play in D&D?
Oh, 100% Artificer.
Oh, okay.
Easy day. That is an easy question for me.
Underappreciated and underrepresented.
Underpowered. Underpowered. Absolutely. They does not get enough love. It is because one thing I love doing is I like doing the big brain plays, right? I made a video a while back. It's like, oh, you want a build guide? Here's your build guide. And I said, play Artificer. You can do this as early as level 2. You take the create magic item infusion or whatever it's called, replicate magic item. You take an alchemy jug. Alchemy jugs can create a certain amount of liquids once per day. It can create an alchemy jug. A basic one can create 4 ounces of acid per day, I think. It's pure acid, right? And you just do that. You take glassblower's tools as your tool proficiency. You make your own vials. Keep some sand on you. Make some vials. You put your acid in these vials every day. You do that until the scrap comes. Scrap comes around. You cast my good spell, Catapult. The yeet spell. All it does is shoot an object in a straight line for 90 feet, super fast. Anything in that line has to make a dex saving throw or take 3d8 bludgeoning damage. That bludgeoning damage will also destroy the vial, doing 2d6 of acid damage. So at level 2, you hit somebody for 3d8 plus 2d6 on a level 1 spell slot.
Crazy.
So, and that's just if you shoot 1 vial of acid. Don't give me the opportunity to shoot a burlap sack at somebody full of acid vials and absolutely delete somebody.
And
so, and
you're not a min-maxer?
No, I feel like, but okay, on God, on for real, on some for real stuff. I'm not a min-maxer. It's just like, you know how many I had to do that for several in-game days to make that work. Like, I had to craft, I had to use an entire magic item to do this. Like, you have to do that over multiple days to do this one time.
Wow.
Yeah, I earned that. Hell. Yeah, like I earned that.
Exactly. Okay, let's move on. Would you rather be a werewolf or a vampire?
Oh my God. I guess if I had to choose, werewolf, because I don't want to be dead. It's like vampires be looking too ashy for me because I can't do none of that.
You can still use lotion as a vampire.
I mean, maybe you can't. I don't know, because why do they look so ashy all the time? Like, Blade was the most moisturized vampire I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Okay. Living single or Martin?
Martin for me. Martin probably. Martin made me laugh out loud multiple times, and I didn't really have access to living single growing up. So I bet I would really enjoy it now, though.
It's amazing.
But I actually watched Martin growing up. I didn't watch Living Single growing up. It was around, but I don't really remember it too much. My mama had Martin on DVD at a certain point. Mama had that one in the house. So,
well, watch Living Single.
I'm definitely gonna watch
it. Okay, aliens come to Earth. What movie do you make them watch to love humans?
I'll make them love black folk. We can watch I guess if this is how I'm saving humanity, we can watch the Goonies or some shit. I don't know. But no, I would have them watch oh Jesus. One of my favorite childhood movies growing up, Blue Streak, since we talked about Martin Lawrence. Yeah, that was a favorite of me and my older sister when we were growing up. We watched Blue Streak. It's like, see how much fun we're having laughing at this film? Please don't blow our planet up.
Okay. Star Trek or Star Wars?
If you would have asked me this a year ago, a year and a half ago, I would have said Star Wars, right? But shout out to my cousin Sonny Cut. I'm a Trekkie, baby. Like Star Trek got me locked in now, dude. I am a Star Trek fan, dude.
Okay.
Deep Space Nine has changed my life, daddy. Like it's so serious.
Okay. I need to go back and watch the old stuff. I do watch the new stuff. So very good. Was Avatar Korra a good avatar?
Yes, she was. She was a good avatar. The writers treated her like garbage, though. Like, I did not like her growing up, but going back and understanding how the show was being produced and how they never knew if they were going to make it past that season. That's why I had to write her so badly, dude. Like, I love because there are certain aspects of Avatar Korra that I love so much. But it's the story that I didn't like.
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong with her as a character. They beat the hell out of her. Like constantly. They were doing her dirty from the first episode. Like these dudes
dragging her.
They really did. Like I think about that Kuvira ass whooping all the time. I think about that in my sleep. I wake up in the cold sweat. Oh my God. But no, like they did her dirty. But I really appreciated her as Avatar. And now they just completely just back the bus over her now with the new stuff that they're writing now, right? They just say, yeah, we know y'all don't like her. We made her the worst person ever. Shut your face. Like that's what it seems like they're doing. But I like Avatar Korra now.
Okay. Okay. Who is your favorite Black character who is not Black? Like some people we've done is like Skeeter.
Yeah.
Mutant Turtles Panthro.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Thundercats Panthro?
Yeah.
Panthro was absolutely Black. What do you mean? That is clearly a burly Black man. Like
that's my kid down the street. I actually know
him. Hold on, like, do people actually think that Panthro's not Black?
Well,
Panthro's a cat. He's a panther.
That is clearly a Black furry cat man. That is a Black. That is just a Black furry, a big burly Black furry. That is. I
saw him yesterday at GalaxyCon.
Like honestly, you probably did. And Panthro's only been voiced by Black characters, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Even in the 2011, amazing show.
It was good. It shouldn't have been.
They should have let that run. They gave that the axe way too quick for me. But my favorite non-Black character is probably the only, because I hate Dragon Ball so much. It's so racist, but Piccolo is Black as hell.
Oh, he is.
Piccolo's, that is a Black man. That is a Black single father right there.
Yeah.
Because he raised that little boy. He raised Let me stop. Like that is a black single father right there.
Yeah, he was
I'm trying to
doing
think of other ones.
the
Piccolo comes to mind.
okay, okay, okay. Who is your favorite rapper turned actor?
Rapper turned actor. Okay. Okay. So know who my favorite rapper is. Rapper turned actor though. Hmm. He don't act anymore though.
That's okay.
It was ludicrous for a long time,
Hmm.
but I can't. I don't know. I feel like more singers get turned into actors than rappers that I actually listen to, right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because don't get me wrong, I love NWA and Ice Cube, but I can't stand bruh's movies, man. Like
Yeah.
I
As an
can't like
actor.
most of his movies are a no for me. Like I stopped watching Ice Cube movies after the Friday films. Like if I'm being
Mm-hmm.
like I can't stand this motherfucking movies, man. But um
I really liked his last movie, War of the Worlds, even though the whole world hated
why are they doing another War of the Worlds though?
it.
Like
Because,
is this like War of the Worlds
Yeah,
like
H.G. Wells.
oh okay, okay.
but it's found footage, and I love found footage, and
I
I
do
thought
love
that
found footage films.
I Tubi and oh girl, I could be on Tubi all day watching old and new. But
I need to get on. I think I need to I think I need to get on this Tubi train, especially now that they're making a Quan Mills movie.
yeah, you got to watch Damascus. Damascus is so good.
Okay.
But I thought he did really good. I thought he acted really good. I don't know why everybody else hates it.
People have been clowning him from War
They
of the Worlds.
have. And I'm mad. Okay. So Ludacris.
I think I'd say Ludacris. If it was
Mhm.
singer, if it was singer turned actor, I'd probably go for more Jamie Foxx. But rapper, I can't really think of
Ooh,
nobody.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Who is your favorite black superhero?
My favorite black superhero. Oh, wow. I think. Oh, okay. I think I still might have to say, even though we're trying to get away from black characters with lightning powers, the first black superhero I ever saw in my life was Static.
Mm,
That's the
Mm.
first one I ever saw. I was watching
Yeah.
Static Shock on Saturday morning cartoons, and
Yes, sir.
Static was my first black superhero I think that I ever saw.
Hmm.
okay. Okay. Okay, this question. So in the Mad Mage's dungeon, have you ever played
Mhm.
it?
I have not. No, I know a lot about it though.
Okay, there's this level where this dragon has gone to the dark side, and you learn that he had a very close relationship with his paladin rider that may have been more than just a rider dragon relationship. So, my question is, and I've asked this to several people, would you top or bottom for your dragon?
I'm screaming. Yo, I didn't see that coming a mile away.
This is one of my favorite
Oh,
questions in the rapid fire.
honestly, I'm gonna switch anyway, so that's fine. I'll do whatever I need to do.
Yeah.
I'm a very generous lover. That's fine.
Yes. Dragon completely satisfied.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
okay. What is your favorite anime theme?
My favorite. Oh my god, my favorite anime thing. You hit me there. Oh my god. Opening thing or ending thing?
It doesn't matter. You can do both actually if you want to.
Okay. Opening theme would be I lost it. Opening theme would probably be Bluebird from Naruto. That or that, yeah, it's either Bluebird or Haruka Kanata. Uh, and then ending theme is 100% always and forever, no competition ever in life. Fukai Mori, Boku Tachi wa Ikiru Hodo ni. Never. It's never. That will never change. Nothing has ever topped that for me.
Waking up at 2 a.m. and that's playing.
That bass slur woke me up every time. Bolted up. Every time.
Okay. Who is more iconic, Nene Leakes or New York?
New York. What are we talking about here? Somebody thinks Nene Leakes has it over New York?
Now hold on. Nene does have a argument because she has a lot of memorable moments.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree. But New York is true to this. Honestly, I think that if New York would have been on them programs with them, we would still. I love that woman, y'all. I really do. Like, they really wanted to paint her as a villain throughout my childhood, growing up and everything. As an adult, I realized that she's
me.
Honestly, I love that woman. I love her. I love her to death. Love her to death. I love her down. Yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
But all right. I see your argument about Nene.
Because yeah. All right. Final question. What class would you recommend for a new D&D character, for a new D&D player? And I ask this because I say magic class. D'Marcus says it's too complicated, but then he says fighter class, and I say those are the same complications. So which one would you recommend?
Paladin.
A paladin, okay.
And the reason for that is that you get the basis of fighter, especially if you're starting at level 1. I would recommend Paladin because you get to beat somebody upside the head, right? And you also get a little bit of magic. And also you get to feel really good about smacking somebody up the head because of smiting. Yeah. And I also believe that the stories that you can tell with a paladin, if you don't set them up to just be like cops or crusaders, you know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of times people present paladins as like divine cops, which is lame. Yeah. But paladin, you can tell a beautiful story if you take away the colonization, the crusader aspect, the holy warrior foolishness away from paladin, channeling divine might to do good stuff or to honestly beat up people that mean other people harm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I vibe with that tough. And I feel like you're going to get a taste of everything, right? You can't shoot giant fireballs. You can't do that. But you can do enough magic to learn the systems and how magic works, right? While also getting access to other core mechanics for many classes. Yeah. Right. But if I had to choose, it'd be Paladin or Fighter for sure.
Paladins also get Destruction Wave, which
Yeah,
It's
they
a
do, which is an anime
amazing
finishing
spell.
move, which is an anime
Exactly.
finishing move.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Neil, you passed the quick fire segment, and let me just tell you, you have been a such delight for me in my life. Just how you, when I am in a session with you, or even just a meeting, how you can make us feel good before, during, and after these things is a grace. It is it's just a very good thing. And that's why I am always itching to be in a something with you. And um, you have created these worlds, these universes that transcend not only what the original creators wanted, but what everybody thought that they could be. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being you, for continuing on this TTRPG um, legacy that you have going. And please, please, please don't ever stop um, inspiring people and providing people with new, great, and amazing stuff to play. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
I shall. I'll take it. I receive it. Absolutely.
Okay, and Neil, where can they find you if they're looking?
Absolutely. Hello, hello, Shea Butter Babies. I am your favorite chocolate friend, NeoSoulGod, but you can just call me Neo. If you want to support me, you can also always do so at NeoSoulGod on all platforms. Twitch, TikTok, YouTube. I am making long form content explaining TTRPGs. Dagger Heart is on the way, as well as Fabula Ultima and Dungeons and Dragons, of course, and other games as well. Also, join my Discord. If you want to join my community, we do play games where you can be a spectator and sometimes maybe even jump into a table of your own. And Also, you know, I just want to thank Black Geek Energy for having me today. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, DeMarcus, for having me. It's been such a pleasure, and I've been listening to y'all for a little bit now, and it is such a blessing to be here. I'm so grateful to be here. And I got some things in the works for us, Jared. Don't you worry. Don't just you wait.
Yeah, because I'm getting fired from my table coming this week, so I'm gonna have room.
You gonna have an availability, huh?
Yeah. Okay, DeMarcus, are there any final words?
Man, this has been such an amazing episode. Thank you, Neo, for coming on again. And I don't know, like Jared has talked about you a lot playing Marvel 1619 with you. This is our first time meeting, and all of his words have rang true. Your reputation has preceded you, and like I want to jump into a game with you too. So
you on the way. You feel me?
Yes,
you on the way too.
I want to get in.
Always trying to be like me.
We talked a lot about storytelling, DMing, and just like making community this episode. And I think those are like the things that have stood out to me. And I love how those have been like at the forefront. I love how healing has been at the forefront. I love how blackness has been at the forefront of this episode. And so I think that's the final word, man. Go forth, be black, and tell stories.
Absolutely. Okay. I think that's it. Wow.
And if you want to know more about us, you can follow us on Spell Black Geek Energy, Instagram Black Geek Energy, Facebook Black Geek Energy, Blue Sky Black Geek Energy, TikTok Black Geek Energy, YouTube, Twitch, and Threads Black Geek Energy, Twitter BG_pod. You can email your questions to blackgeekenergy@gmail.com. You can listen to me and Neo play live on Marvel 1619, where Neo is the Griot. Ooh. And DeMarcus, did you know we had a Patreon?
I did know we had a Patreon, Jared. Did you know it was only $3 a month?
10 cents a day. And you can shop our store. We got some cute crops. You bought that hoodie yet?
I just got paid. Give me a little time. I just got paid Friday. So
okay, well, the shop's online, so you don't have to like go anywhere to do it. So In case you didn't know. All right. Okay, and that's our show for today. Thank you again. You got to come back and tell us updates about Dagger Heart, Marvel, Dungeons and Dragons, and we got to talk about these other characters, species that you would top or bottom for.
Oh my god.
I'm just
sensational.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you for listening.
See y'all soon.